up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Kimberly. In today's video, we are doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here because guys, not only is it Pisces season, it is my birthday weekend, so I'm super pumped about that, but I figured why not hop on camera and show you guys how I got this look right here. Why not, right? So I'm actually going out tonight with my friends. We're going to a boozy brunch, basically, you know, bottomless brunch, sip a little mimosa, sip a little Bellini, have a good time. So we're doing that, and then we might hit up a hookah lounge afterwards. So I definitely feel like it's gonna be a really good time. I hope it's a really good time. Good vibes only. So I am getting ready to do that. So I'm gonna just bring you guys along with me for this tutorial right here. So definitely stay tuned to the end so that you can see exactly how I beat this face. And as always, hello, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then you're definitely gonna wanna do that. Hit that red button down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted when I upload a video every Sunday. So, ready or not, 29, here we come. Okay guys, let's get started. I'm super excited. Let's do this. So, we're gonna start with our primer, which is the Smashbox Photo Finish, the original. I love this stuff, smooth and blur, just to give ourselves a just a bomb foundation to start with. So I'm just gonna put that on the back of my hand. And I am just using a brush from BH Cosmetics that I bought online many years ago. It's a cheap brush set, but it does the job. Now for foundation, I mix two colors because I got problems, guys. Like my chest and my face are two different colors, like entirely. So I definitely have to mix two colors together just so that I can get a happy medium. Where is my foundation? Here it is. Okay. So I love MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid. I use NC50 and NC47. And I'm gonna just apply that to the back of my hand and just mix them together. Yes, I know I'm struggling. I have the pump, but I lost it, and so I refused to buy another one, so I just beat the back of my hand to get the product out. All right, that's NC47, and then also gonna apply NC50. All right, and I'm gonna take that same brush that I used for my primer and mix those two together, just dabbing like that, and apply it to the skin. Guys, I cannot believe I have reached my 29th year of life. This is my last birthday in my 20s. Like, this is super weird for me. I feel like the 20s is such a dynamic time in your life. When you're in your 20s, you're like learning who you are, trying to figure out this thing called life, and you experience many challenges along the way. You get beat down, but you gotta get back up, back on your feet. And that really is what my 20s was. It's just like crazy that I'm about to be 30 soon. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel a little bit old, which is ridiculous because every time I tell my mom that, she'd be like rolling her eyes like, girl, you need to stop. But she told me, like, your 30s are really your best years. Like, you've kind of gotten over that hump of self-identification, figuring out who you are and what you want to be in this world. I'm still on that path, that journey, but we're on our way. And in your 30s, you're kind of just able to live in your authentic self, and obviously you still grow, you never stop growing, but yeah, you just kind of, you just have more of a familiarity with who you really are. Gonna press that into the skin. That's the thing about foundation. You really got to take your time to press it into the skin. So even after I apply it, I just go in with my brush and just continue to dab across my face to make sure that the foundation just melts into the skin. Same thing with hair. And I'll mention this in another video, but like sometimes we like look at our hair or we use a product on our hair and we like apply it and we're like, it didn't immediately absorb into my hair, so the product isn't good. which so isn't the case. You really have to work the product into your hair. And the same way with your foundation, you have to work it into the skin to really get it to melt into the skin and become skin-like. So you gotta just take your time. Always bring it down to your neck. Cannot forget the neck. That is the biggest tell-all of like when you've just like got a cake face and nothing on the neck, all your secrets revealed. I hope you guys don't mind. I will be periodically sipping. It is my birthday after all, 29-25. This is Honey Jack. My friend made it. Honey Jack and I think Grape Punch, something like that. I'm actually really not a dark liquor girl, I have to say. I'm more of a like Bacardi, like flavored Bacardi rum girl. Like I'm real basic, real cheap. Don't need the expensive stuff to work, you know, to get into my life. Like this is real basic. So anyway, now I'm going in with concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer and I'm using the color Toffee. And I'm gonna get that product to the front because I'm running out. And it's just, I love this because it's just a squeeze pump. And Jesus, really running low. Just squeeze it and then apply it because when it gets to the end, it's harder to apply. Let me know though, guys, like, are your 30s in fact better than your 20s? I know that the majority of you guys are somewhat in my age range, like late 20s, 30s, something like that. So let me know. Does it really get better in your 20s? I mean, in your 30s? Because I am leaving the 20s behind me soon enough. So let me know. But yeah, I'm applying. So you're kind of seeing what I'm doing, but I'm applying it all to like the highlights of your face. So under the eyes, you want to highlight. On the forehead, you want to highlight under the chin. And then I also, especially because the upper lip tends to be, you know, just a little bit darker than the rest of your face, I will apply it there as well. So now I missed some of this, but now I'm going in with my dry beauty blender and just dabbing. And the reason why I go in with a dry beauty blender rather than a wet beauty blender is because when you go over this concealer with your setting powder, when you put that setting powder over what is now wet concealer, it makes the powder and concealer more cakey. So I will use dry instead of wet. This is also why I do my brows after my foundation, because when I do my face, the product is all over my brows. So it just makes it easier when you do it after. Okay, so now we're going to set the concealer with our Sacha Buttercup powder. It looks like this. And I'm gonna open that up. The thing that I don't like about this product is that it just comes in this like open jar, which can get really messy. But I'm going to dab my, again, the same beauty blender that I used before. I'm going to dab that into the Sacha Buttercup jar and just add that to my beauty blender. I'm going to like rub my beauty blender on my hand so that the powder is evenly distributed, because otherwise the powder will come out like blotchy on your skin and it just makes it harder to spread out in the long run. So I am not like a big baker. I do apply excess powder to my under eye area, but I don't let it sit for long because it does absolutely dry out your skin. It also, like, I don't know, just to me it can look really cakey. So I prefer something just more natural, like a more natural finish. So, and this will get messy, guys. It's okay. We're gonna wipe this off. But we really just want to make sure that all the areas where we had the lighter concealer, that those get covered. So now we're just all powdery and we look crazy, but we're gonna wipe that away in a minute. I'm gonna use my regular face powder now, which is the Mercier powder. It is her foundation powder, smooth finish foundation powder, shade number 18. And I'm going to just add that to my brush and use kind of like circular motions to apply that to my face. And I am going to go over the areas slightly that I've added concealer. I'm not like afraid really to touch that area because I know that ultimately you want everything to be blended. And that's literally how long I allow my concealer and setting powder to bake. Then I'm just gonna go in with a random brush, something like this, something that looks like this, and just wipe the excess away. Because we don't need it. Guys, 2020 is already freaking crazy. Like, who already feels like I am on a rat race? Like, I got goals, I got things I want to get done in my life. Like, how many of you guys feel like that? Like, 2020 is moving. Like, we're about to be in March. Excuse me. All right, so next I am going to go in. So this is a product that I bought a really long time ago, but it still works. It's the MAC Cosmetics Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in Sun Power. I think it is more of a bronzer than it is a contour. It is slightly darker than my skin and it has like a red tone to it with like little specks of shimmer. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my brush and I'm squeezing it. So this is obviously like an angle brush here. And just to give myself like a little light contour, because I don't get crazy, but like a little light contour, I'll take the brush, squeeze it, and then apply it right under my cheekbones. You see that? Just like that. And you don't want to take it too low. Probably about right around here you want to stop, because otherwise your face starts to look dirty. And then we're going to go in circular motions around the forehead just to warm that up a little bit. We're just restoring the color that we lost with the concealer, because the concealer definitely washes you out, like. But then when you go back in with a bronzer or a you know, like a contour shade, like a shade darker than your skin tone, it kind of just restores the life into your face. It just adds contour. It's exactly what it is. So we're gonna just build that. I will take like a thinner, kind of more pointy brush and just add that also. Add a little bit of product there and just do a light contour of my nose. Very light. Again, like when we added that concealer under our eyes and brought it all the way into our nose, we already created like a natural contour. But I just like the look of something that's a little bit more contoured, but I really only go in with like a little bit of product. I do not get crazy with this because that's when you start to look fake, and ain't nobody got time for that. Next, I'm gonna go in with my blush. It's already broken. I dropped it when I was coming to film, but when it's already hit pan and it's broken, it looks a mess. I'm gonna swirl my brush in that the best I can without getting it all over the place. And I'm going to add that to the apples of my cheeks. Next, we're going in with the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in Rose Gold. I love highlighting my nose. Yes, I am Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't care. Like, highlight is my baby. I add that right on top of my blush. I also add it to the sides of my face, the top of my forehead, all the places where sun would hit, on my chin, and on top of my lip. All right, so I am done with my face with the exception of my brows. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because this video otherwise would be way too long, and I'll come back when those are done. Okay, our eyebrows are on. Next, we are going to move over to shadow, but first we are going to prime the eyes with the Urban Decay, if I can find it. I am going to use a concealer because I can't find my Urban Decay primer potion. It's just a really good primer for the eyes when you're getting ready for makeup, but whatever, we gonna improvise. I'm going to use the MAC Cosmetics Studio Finish Concealer in NC45 and just add that to my lids. All right, so we've got the concealer on our eyes. We're going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette here. This is the original palette. We're going to go in with this shade right here. I'll link the shade down below because the names are not included here. I'm going to take a fluffy brush like this, dab that into the color, and pat that just above the crease. First, we're gonna just add the color to the eye. So I just like to get the color onto the eye, and then once everything has been kind of deposited onto the lid, I will go in with what is this called? Windshield wiper motions, back and forth, just to get, this is called a transition shade, to create a gradient effect to our eye look. And even when the brush has no product on it, I will continue to just swipe just to blow out that color. Next, I'm going in with Credit. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the collaboration with Aina. I love this palette. It's got such great pigment. So we're using Credit, applying that to the crease. And kind of the same thing, we are applying the color into the crease. And you probably can't tell, but I'm also pressing upward slightly to get the color slightly above the crease as well. Again, to get that gradient effect. And I am just going back and forth between windshield wiper motions and circular motions, not being as freehand as I was before with the transition shade, because I don't want with this color to blow it out as much. I really do want to concentrate it mostly in the crease. I'm also taking that same color Credit and I'm just adding that down into a V shape here. To provide some depth in the outer corner of the eye. Next thing, I'm going to go in with my finger using the shade Lituation. I'm just going to take my ring finger and add it to my finger like that and just dab it onto the lid. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Sorry guys, I'm kind of rushing because I got to get out of here. And just make sure to get in that corner there. Next, I'm going to go back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and use this shade right here. Add that to my brush and just dab a little something in the inner corner. I just do a light circle like that, and I do bring it up a little bit. As you can see, I do bring it up a little bit just so that it's not just like a dot. Now on our bottom lash line, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Deep End, and I'm going to add that to my lower lash line. All right, now I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm using the Better Than Sex mascara. I'm gonna add that to my lashes. Now I'm going to line my lips with the MAC Cosmetics lip liner in Cyber World. Next, going in with Marc Jacobs. You guys always ask about this lip gloss. It is by Marc Jacobs. It is their Enamored lip gloss. in the shade Work It. And I'm going to just spray my face with some Fix Plus. We are all done, guys. Let me just take down my hair and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you guys liked it, and I hope that, honestly, I hope that you were able to follow along. Yo, I hate watching a makeup tutorial on YouTube where the artist or the YouTuber basically, what is going on? There's a fly. Why? It is winter. But when a YouTuber or a makeup artist basically just whips up some look together without really slowing anything down and breaking anything down, and just is kind of like, yeah, so you caught that, right? No, obviously not. So I hope that this was informative to you guys and was just kind of, you know, hope that you were able to follow along. Hopefully you guys can recreate this look sometime down the line, maybe for your own birthday or for another occasion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And oh, and for my hair, yeah, this curly hair is on a unit, and I just sewed the hair to a cap, and there's no closure or anything. I just actually braided some of the hair, like this much of my hair, like a little, like about that much of my hair I braided, and I just undid, and we've got this look right here. So that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions about this look, if you have any questions for future videos or any requests or anything like that, then definitely leave a comment down below. But I'm about to go and have an amazing 29th birthday, and ain't nobody can tell me nothing because I'm gonna be 29 and 25, so hello. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.